This is the beautiful Grand Banks 60. And if you're looking for a 60-foot boat that can take you long distances, that does so with a lot of grace, a lot of elegance, a lot of style, a lot of comfort, then you need to put this on your shortlist. Grand Banks have given us full access to this today, so we're going to go on board and show you all areas. So let's step on board, and one of the first things that you notice is the clever use of this transom area. We've got a wet bar and a grill, and I think you can configure these in a number of different ways. Grand Banks will do that for you. You can even have some refrigeration that sort of top loads. Is that Australian flag blasting my way? But that's a really clever use, and of course that frees up space in the aft cockpit for other things. As we come through the transom, this is what we have. Just a beautiful, spacious aft cockpit, fully covered by the hardtop, so you're in full shade here. That hatch takes us down into the engines, and then we've got seating here probably for 8 with some director chairs around the edge and some loose furniture there, but just a lovely aft cockpit. I think what we might do is head up to the Flybridge, and of course the main reason why you buy a Flybridge motor yacht is for the additional space, and you do get a lot of extra space on the Grand Banks 60, starting with this area at the back for your tender. Now this will happily take around about a 3.5 metre tender. You can see we've got the crane just over to my right, but if I pull back, what you'll also notice is we've got this fantastic sun lounging area. Underneath that is some additional storage, but what a fantastic place to be when you're at anchor, to come up here under the semi-shade of the hardtop. You definitely get some sun, but you're not in full sun, and just enjoy proceedings as the helicopter blasts overhead. I hope you can still hear me. So that's a fantastic spot. Of course, we've got one of the life raft just to the side of that sunbed. But forward from here we find 3 things. We find another fantastic socialising, entertaining space with a large L-shaped lounge. Really like the way Grand Banks go to the trouble of inlaying the GB of the brand. So a fantastic entertaining space. Over here we've got more storage. I think one of these could possibly be, no, I was going to say one of these could possibly be a fridge, but that's probably another area. There are all the covers, etc. We'll come back to those. But here is the Flybridge wet bar, which of course serves the Flybridge really beautifully. This has the fridge, and I'm guessing this is probably an ice maker. Indeed it is an ice maker, and that will be some storage and rubbish underneath there. But that's a terrific amenity to have, and you'd be spending a lot of your time up here with your guests and family and friends who are really well connected to the helm. So there are 2 helm seats here. In front we've got 2 large, I think these are the 20-inch Garmin multifunction displays. We've got the joystick control just here, engine controls, there's the autopilot, the bow, the stern thrusters over there. Love the big wheel here, and yeah, it's a commanding position, of course. Up on top of the Flybridge, you obviously see right out over the bow, and then there's a second chair here for someone who might want to join in on the fun and see where things are going. And again, what a lovely aspect to have out over the bow of the boat. So one of the real hero areas of this boat, of course, the Flybridge. I think we'll scoot down and we'll just move past this gentleman here. Oh, can I scoot past you for a sec?
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's okay. Easy peasy.
You know we've done a
And we'll come through
with a tower and everything.
and why don't we go down and have a look at the accommodation. Scoot past everyone. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, really good. And we'll move into the first of the three cabins, which is this VIP cabin. And I think what's really interesting about this, and you don't see this very often in cabins in the bow, is this configuration, which really creates sleeping for four, where you could have mum and dad, two children above, and that's a really interesting but a really practical use of that space. So I haven't seen that a lot, and I think that's really effective. There's lockers over here to the port and also the starboard side. We won't open all of these. Grand Banks have asked us to respect the fact that this is actually an owner's boat, so we'll show you some of those. They look like that. And it's serviced by this ensuite where we've got a full shower stall here. I'll just move myself into the shower so you can get the full perspective of the toilet. Beautiful finish on the floors. Love the amount of natural light that you get in coming in here through the port side. I mean, there's also the two hatches that are above us here as well, so there's no shortage of natural light whatsoever. Okay, we'll spin out of here. Hey, how's it going? Nice and busy? Yeah. And we'll move into the third of the three cabins, which is very, very interesting. And again, a really clever use of space that I haven't seen very much at all. So we've got two berths in here, and they're almost in like an XY configuration. So the first of those is running this way. You can see you've got the benefit of nice headlight, nice headroom, and even the convenience, if I can capture it, of a little minibar. Because who wants to get up in the middle of the night and go and get some drinks when you can have one under your bed? And then if I spin around here, we've got the second of these berths running in the opposite direction. So this would be a perfect cabin for younger guests, teenagers, children. There's storage underneath here. The use of space here in the design is very, very clever. Even in places like this, every square inch has been used, and all beautifully finished, which you'd expect from Grand Banks. And as we pull out of here, another piece of clever design is this use of what would normally be a locker space in one of these cabins, but we've got a separate dryer and a separate washer tucked away. That is a great facility. Okay, there's one more cabin to show you. So I'll move myself out of here.
That's the master here.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll squeeze through here. Sorry. And this is the beautiful owner's cabin. Which doesn't run the full beam, but it sort of runs up the length of the boat. So you do get a very, very spacious owner's cabin. A full queen island bed. I love the way in which we've got this huge sort of lit area above us here. The light in here is fantastic. We've got this fantastic use of these beautiful timbers. It really does feel like a lovely space. A large portside window behind the bed head. and it has its own special, almost tucked away, walk-in wardrobe. Down to these 2 steps where you've got areas like this with drawers. You've got a full-length hanging locker. You've got a full-length hanging locker, and you've got lots and lots of storage. It really is very, very clever design. Even if you come down into here, I'll show you what it looks like. You've got mirrored storage here, but that again gives you a very convenient place to get yourself ready, do your hair, etc. If someone's in the bathroom, which is positioned a little forward of that wardrobe, and looks like this. The same beautiful cabinetry right throughout the boat. The same natural light. The repetition of this nice panelling work here, which is a nod to the traditional design, and a large separate shower stall. Let's move out. It is quite busy today. I won't hang in here too long. So that's the Grand Banks 60. That is a spectacular Flybridge motor yacht. Absolutely luxurious from top to toe. You can see why Grand Banks customers are very loyal to the brand. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe to our channel. But I think we'll leave it there, and we'll see you again next week on another video. Bye for now.